wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Ready to return, here's Hilliard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Dontrell Hilliard on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
11 on the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
48-yard line.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. It's now third down and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This time Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Browns will take over first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 35-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Here we go.
Again, it's Balaj. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Balaj, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff looking right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again, Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Arnie, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Intended for Marquis.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. To throw again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
24-yard.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Cleveland.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Mayfield to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Parkey with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over first and 10.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Check, check. Lucky.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Unable to correct. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play that time for Cleveland. 79 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they take a knee. Second and goal from the 6 this time. And they will take a knee here. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my brother.